Hi, my name is Madibu Mutsabi, and I intend to bring to you these kinds of videos every single day. Like, share, and subscribe.
Introduction. How to take command your life. Secrets to managing your own destiny. Your life is your own making. No one else but you and you alone is the one in charge of your life. You are the driver who steers the wheel, and the direction or path that you take is and will always be your own making. But how do you command your life to the exact path that you want it to take? How will you go about in shaping your destiny? In this book, you can expect to learn all the things that you need to know in order for you to take a full control of your life. After reading this, you will definitely find it easier to take charge of your life. Chapter 1. Taking Charge Basics. Synopsis. You cannot take charge of your life when you do not know what it is really all about. In this first chapter, you will get a glimpse of the basic things about it and why it is something that you need to work for. Start your way to taking charge of your life. Do you look at the lives of people around you and wonder how they achieve the kind of life that they have when your own seems to feel a little of a disappointment? If yes, then, it's about high time that you seriously take things in your own hands, start making a change and be the one in charge. Many people do the same work every single day and they feel completely happy with that. However, if you cannot help thinking how you are letting your potential go to waste and have this subconscious desire for more thrill and action, it is a must to put in some positive action into your system. If you know that you had already been in an entirely different situation, chances are you would have chosen to take things in your own hands, working towards goals that are more ambitious. If this is the line of thought that you have right now, then, it is important that you do not allow the situation's inertia to pull you down. Never try making up excuses and rationalize why you are still not making the most out of your potentials. In case you have this burning fire in your heart and you know that you have the ability to do things, make sure that you do not allow this prowess to simply go to waste. In order to lend you a helping hand in determining if you are really happy, comfortable and satisfied in your current state, there are several questions that you need to answer first. Are you someone who attempts things and just leave them when you're already midway? Did you learn some skills and start some courses, but never put them into action? Do you hate being pushed or hurried? Are you always delaying the deliveries of the project that you handle and never feel bothered regarding the delay? Do you like preparing a lot for your trips or house redecorations? Do you linger in the past and look back with longing to those times when things have been better? Do you feel that time is very limited for the things you want to do, but you still spend hours after hours doing nothing or moving like a zombie? Do you love watching the lives of those famous and rich people? Did you ever wonder why you have this burning desire to learn the details about the lives of other people and whether you are only trying to fill in the void of your life in the same way? Are you dreaming of doing earth-shattering things but you never get down into doing them? When several of these questions got a yes for an answer, it's about time that you start thinking of things that you can do to break away from the inertia, put an end to all your whining and take charge of your life. By being in charge of your life, you will be the one to make the choices on how you view your current situation. You have to learn how to stop fooling yourself and start to realize that the safety of the shore you are in might actually be more damaging to yourself than what you think. Go out there and be in full control of your life. Chapter 2. Determining your motivators. Synopsis. Motivators have a big impact in your life. There are different types of motivation and each one of them is unique in its own way. Learn more about motivation and decide which one of them is your motivator. Understanding the different kinds of motivation. What drives people to do the things that they do? Why are some people successful while others are failures? The right answer for this probably lies in their motivations. Even from an early age, you're already aware that motivation is what prompts you to learn and exhibit various kinds of behavior, stimulating you to accomplish new successful feats. And when you mature and grow older while going through the different stages of your life, you also get to learn the things that motivate you and the things that don't. Motivation defined. In general, motivation is being defined as the force which compels people to action. This is what drives you to work hard and pushes you to succeed. It greatly influences your behavior as well as your ability to accomplish goals. Motivation comes in different forms, with every single one of them having an influence on a person's behavior. No specific kind of motivation works. For all people, individuals have different personalities in the same way that the kind motivation that has an effect on the behavior also does too. Types of motivation. Fear. This kind of motivation comes with consequences, and this is usually used when another kind of motivation, the incentive motivation, becomes a failure. Negative consequences or punishment are forms of this motivation. This is usually used for motivating the students in educational system and is also used in professional settings for motivating employees. When rules are broken or the set goal was not achieved, you will be penalized in some way. Incentive. This form of motivation is one that involves rewards, either in the form of money or not. A lot of people are driven when they know that they will be getting a reward when they reach a goal or target. Promotions and bonuses are great examples of this kind of motivation. Growth. The need to improve yourself is a kind of internal motivation. The burning desire of knowing yourself more as well as the outside world is something that can be a strong motivation form. Humans by nature will always seek to grow and learn. Motivation for growth is seen in a person's yearning for change. A lot of people are wired by the personalities or upbringing to always look for change either in their knowledge or internal or external environment. Stagnation is considered as both undesirable and negative. Achievement, also called drive for competency, achievement. Motivation is where you are driven to attain your goals and take on new challenges. It is when you want to improve your skills and prove your competency not only to others but also to yourself. In general, this feeling of achievement and accomplishment is something that has an intrinsic nature. Social. A lot of people are motivated by different social factors. It can actually be the desire to be accepted or belong to a certain peer group, or the desire to relate to other people in your environment or the world as a whole. You have this innate need of feeling connected with others, and the need for affiliation and acceptance. A passionate and genuine desire or contributing and making a difference in other people's lives can also be another form of this social motivation. When you have the longing of making a contribution to the world around you, this is a sign that social factors motivate you. Power. Power motivation can either be in the form of desire of controlling other people or desire for autonomy. You want to have control over your life and make the choices. You strive for your ability of directing the way that you live now and the way that your life is going to unfold in the future. Also, some people aspire of controlling others around them. Some people have a stronger desire for this compared to the rest. In some instances, this power craving can make people exhibit immoral, illegal or harmful behavior. In some situations, the longing for power is as simple as the desire of affecting others' behavior. It is when you just want people to do what you want based on your timetable and how you want things to be done. By determining your motivators, you will be able to pinpoint the specific type of motivation that will be most effective when it comes to inspiring the wanted behavior either in yourself or in other people. Chapter 3. Arrange your goals. Synopsis. To take charge of your life, you need to make sure that you are clear when it comes to your goals. Organizing them in their way of importance is the best way to ensure that you will reach the big thing. This chapter will give you a short guide for arranging your goals. Once you have set down to creating your life's goals, you will surely have some difficulties in actually getting started. There is a high chance that you will end up forgetting the goals that you made. You will also find it hard to remember the smaller goals that you have to complete for you to reach your big goals. Or you probably think that you are not really making any progress just because you did not write down anything. Arranging and organizing your goals will surely be of great help for you to reach them faster and at the same time be aware of the progress that you are making. Steps for goal organization. So, how do you go about goal organization? What do you plan to achieve? First of all, you have to accept and realize the fact that educational, financial and career goals will need more time and effort compared to other goals. You also need to consider your health if you have some physical goals, like toning, gaining muscle and weight loss. Make sure that you discuss things with your doctor prior to trying any of them. When you arrange your goals, you have to start with those that are easier first. Goals like doing things that you enjoy or changing your attitude are much easier to be completed and can be reached faster. Also, never be afraid of asking for help. You can let other people know about the goals that you have, particularly when your goal is to make a difference in the world, which makes other people want to lend a helping hand. List down all of your goals based on their level of importance and come up with a separate sheet for every goal with the smaller goals that you will have to accomplish in order to get there. Make sure that you keep the list of your goals and all the things that you need to achieve them in a single place. Your mobile device can be a good place to keep them, but other portable things will already work. Chapter 4: Determining your motivators. Synopsis. It is not enough that you only organize and arrange your goals. It is a must that you work your way towards them every single day, or else all your effort will go down the drain. Here, you will discover the best ways of attaining your goals and how you should go about moving towards them. For each day that passes, you either move closer to reaching your goals or you move much further away from them. Doing nothing will only move you away from your goals. When you stay still, you will lose your momentum, and the inertia level of your current position will increase. To get moving toward your goals, here are some steps that you can follow. Ways to reach your goals every day. Have a clear picture of the things you like to achieve. You will never be able to move towards your goal if you do not know what your goal actually is. Make sure that the picture is clear. It is never enough that you just want to have a better job, and instead, make sure that you clearly picture the job you want and why this is going to be better than your current job. It is also not enough that you just have a goal to be self-employed, rather you have to come up with a clearer picture of what you are going to do and how this will change your life for the better. See to it that you spend time in visualizing being successful. As a part of getting a clear picture of your goal, it will be best to allot some time for visualizing yourself in reaching your goal. As much as possible, try to make it detailed in your mind and take the time to write your goals in important details. Every time you feel like getting discouraged, try going to a quiet place for a while and use the time for visualizing your endeavor's success. Incorporate immense pleasure in attaining your goal. The next step in getting towards your goals is associating great pleasure that you are going to experience once your goals are realized. It can be the process of visualization's natural outflow in the second step. You should consider how you are going to feel once you succeed. How is it going to be life? What kind of joy are you going to have? How are you going to celebrate? As much as possible, make this pleasure level as realistic and deep as you can. When more pleasure is associated with attaining your goal, it is going to be much easier for you to get out of the comfort zone and do all the things required for achieving that goal. Associate extreme pain with the thought of failure. One more motivator that is going to push you to your goal is the pain that you will associate with failing to attain your goal. During college years, it's a motivator that can push students to writing the essay a day before it's due, with the pain of failing becoming real to them. What pains await you when you did not achieve your goals? What are the things that you will not get? How will this look to the people around you? How are you going to feel about yourself? Make sure that these pains will be clear in your mind, then use them for pushing yourself towards action. Always keep in mind that you can never avoid pains but use them to push yourself towards your goals. Do important things every day towards achieving your goals. Start by determining the crucial activities that should be done to attain your goal. You can break down each goal into several steps, and you can further break down these steps into activities that you need to reach these goals. It is a must to do something daily from your list. It means that even on the days when you are tied up in doing other things, or when you are tired, or when some unexpected things consume your time, you have to search for a way that can help you doing one thing that can help you move forward. No matter how simple the act might be, it is going to help you in keeping your momentum moving towards the right path. Ensure that your goals will stay at the front of your mind. It is not enough that you only have a clear picture of your goal in your mind, but at the same time, it is a must that it stays at the front of your mind. There are plenty of ways that you do to remind yourself about your goal, and one good idea is coming up with a storyboard that has photos of the things you want to have. You can also use the calendar system for setting reminders and let them help you in keeping focused on the goals you dream to achieve. These are the 6 simple steps that you can follow to move towards your goals. Make sure that you put them to action. Chapter 5. Use time management. Synopsis. Managing your time properly is one thing that you need to master if you want to completely be in charge of your life. Time itself is life, so make sure that you read this article to know the importance of time management. If you are one of those people who tend to take your time for granted, you will surely wonder why time management is important. But do you know that this happens to be the primary skill that you have to learn and master if you dream of being successful in the future? Without time management, coincidence will take over your life. You will never be steer your life, and eventually, you will end up doing the things that other people want you to do. By studying and practicing time management, you are taking your life in your own hands. You will be the one in control, and you will be the one to decide exactly where you would want to go. There are plenty of benefits that you are bound to enjoy when you practice time management. The moment you completely master it, you will be able to work more, play more, and learn faster than ever. Importance of time management in your life: you get additional productive hours. With proper time management, you will have the luxury of having additional productive hours. You will be more disciplined when you are at work instead of spending your precious time in gossiping with your colleagues or aimlessly surfing the internet. Just imagine having one additional productive hour every day. This is equivalent to 5 extra hours in your working week and about 250 hours in your entire year. This means 6 extra weeks of work within a year. You increase your productivity and efficiency. With time management, you will be able to work harder in a similar time span as other people. When more work is done, you will also learn more things, and for that, you will garner more experience compared to others in the similar amount of time invested. You will be able to learn faster how to complete your work faster. You will be more focused, allowing you to pay much more attention in every work that you do. Your progress will be faster compared to not using your skills in time management. You will have more fun and leisure time. If you love life, it is a must for you to put time management into practice. It is because this will give you the chance of enjoying your life to the fullest. Do. Chapter 6. Don't procrastinate. Synopsis. Procrastination has always been a word that is being considered to be negative, and this is for a good reason. Procrastinating with your tasks is never a good thing, and this chapter will enlighten you with the disadvantages of this trait. Procrastination and its different negative effects in your life. Procrastinating, more often than not, is something that will make you put off your task until the last minute. If success or fear of failure gives you the anxious feeling when a difficult task comes your way, just imagine the anxiety you are going to feel when the deadline of your critical task is fast approaching but you have not completed it yet because you procrastinated. Imagine having several tasks that you have to complete at around a similar time. For sure, nervousness will be your first feeling when you think about being in such situations that you have put yourself in or will be putting yourself in because of your wrong decisions. For different reasons, people tend to put off things time and time again until the very last minute, and every time you do, you always have the similar nervous feeling that will take over your body. It is important for you to stop procrastination for the sake of your mental, emotional and physical well-being. If you will not be extra careful, its effects can damage your life and make you susceptible to different consequences. Negative effects of procrastination in your personal life. It is extremely unhealthy that you continue putting your body through this kind of stress, because it is not just unhealthy for yourself alone, for this also puts an unwanted strain on the different relationships of your life. Based on studies, it has been suggested that anxiety can compromise your immune system, which can make your body prone to infections and diseases. When you feel anxious of things, you lose your ability to focus, which can increase the chances of being involved in different accidents. When you decide putting things off instead of dealing with them, what you are actually doing is creating more work for yourself down the road. And when you have more work, you will feel more stressed due to the backlogged work that you still need to do. Surely, you know that simply avoiding completing your task today does not necessarily mean that you will no longer need to do it the next day. Some people think that when they go to sleep at night, you will wake up the next day with the task completed like magic. But you need to take note that this is not how things work. Instead, you will wake up with a much heavier burden compared to the previous day. This anxiety or stress that you feel for a long period of time will result to situations that are more situations, including depression and other types of mental illnesses. While moderate stress can be good for you as this makes you more competitive and drive you to become more innovative, this can also drive you to a mental institution before you know it. If you will not learn how to better manage your stress, this can cause depression and similar mental issues, which will make it even harder to cope with your life. When you convince yourself to procrastinate, you are not really doing Anything but just deceiving yourself into think that other things hold more importance than what you should be doing at the moment. One common reason why you are easily distracted is due to your lack of self-control. For you to make the most out of your life, you need to learn how to control yourself better, particularly when personal finances are concerned. When you procrastinate when paying your bills, it will result to a mounting debt that can have a lasting effect on your life. This debt will not just affect you alone but also your children and your family as a whole. For instance, if some bad debts have accumulated, there is a chance that this debt will be passed down to your children, making them responsible for it. Surely, this is not a kind of burden that you will want to put on your children simply because you have been irresponsible. If you do not pay your mortgage in time, the mortgage company or the bank will go on with home foreclosure. It is just easy for you to tell yourself that you are going to pay the bill later or send the check over the mail tomorrow. However, what is not easy is dealing with the negative effects of sending the check in mail later and losing your home as the result. Negative effects of procrastination in other aspects of your life. The downsides of procrastination are not centered on your finances alone. But there are also some serious consequences that it can give to your health. How many times did you hear stories of other people suffering from aches and avoiding visits to the doctor? The moment they go to the doctor, it will just be the result of absolute necessity and they will then learn that it's already something serious. There are also stories when, fortunately, the person visits the doctor just in the right time to know that it is already life-threatening, but there are also. Chapter 7. Use self-discipline. Synopsis. What is the true essence of self-discipline in your life? How will it be able to help you in reaching your goals and having a full control of your life? This last chapter will open your mind to the real essence of self-discipline and why you need it in your life, the importance and benefits of self-discipline. One of the most useful and important skills that everyone must possess is none other than self-discipline. This skill is vital in practically all aspects of a person's life, and while most people know its importance, only a few really take actions in strengthening it. Contrary to popular belief, this trait is not about being harsh to yourself or leading a restricted and limited lifestyle. Self-discipline is all about self-control, a sign of inner strength and having full control of your reactions, your actions and yourself as a whole. Self-discipline endows you the power of sticking to the decisions you make and following them through with no need to change your mind, and therefore, making it one of the most crucial requirements to achieve your goals. With this kind of skill, you can persevere with all your plans and decisions until you reach them all. This will also manifest itself as your inner strength that will help you to combat addictions, laziness, procrastination and letting your follow through in everything that you do. Among its primary characteristics is the ability of rejecting instant pleasure and gratification in favor of a bigger gain that will require spending more time and effort to achieve it. There are a lot of problems and challenges in life that will block your way towards achievement and success, and for you to rise above all of these, you need to act with both persistence and perseverance, and this will of course call for self-discipline. Having self-discipline is something that can lead to self-esteem and self-confidence, and as a result, this will pave the way for satisfaction and happiness to come into your life. Conversely, when you do not have self-discipline, this can lead to loss, failure, relationship and health problems, obesity as well as other issues. It is also a skill that can come in handy for overcoming addictions, eating disorders, drinking, smoking and other negative habits. It is important that you make yourself to exercise your body, sit and study, develop brand new skills, and for spiritual growth, meditation, and self-improvement. As mentioned earlier, most people are really aware of the benefits and importance of self-discipline, but only a few of them take actual steps for developing and strengthening it. But you can make this ability stronger like the rest of other skills. It can be done with the right exercises and training that you can easily find in different sources. Simply put, self-discipline will help you avoid impulsive and rashly actions, overcome procrastination and laziness, fulfill promises that you make to yourself as well as to others, go to your gym, take a walk and swim despite your mind telling you to just stay at home and sit in front of the TV. Continue working on a certain project even way after the first rush of enthusiasm has already faded away. Overcome your habit of excessive watching of TV. Continue with your diet and resist the temptation of eating foods that can make you fat. Wake up early every morning. Meditate regularly. Start to read a book and finish this up to the last page. Don't leave before you press like button below and subscribe to this channel. As a subscriber you will receive a new notifications every time a new video is uploaded. Good luck.